Greetings, this is Lucida of Twin Flame RX with Lucid Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I'd first like to let you know that I recorded this video and only the video portion was recorded, so I'm redoing the audio and hopefully it'll match up because the reading was awesome and I don't want to have to re-record both things. So sometimes my hands motions may not match what I'm saying, and I apologize in advance. So firstly, I'm going to start with a brief channel update, then an astrology report for the first 2 weeks of April up to the full moon. Then I'll share a tarot and oracle energy reading on the progress of both the DM, Divine Masculine, and DF, Divine Feminine, into their twin flame union. And lastly, I'll transmit Reiki healing energy to you and your beloved to assist the both of you into aligning to your sacred union alignment. So before we get started, if something that I cover resonates with you, please like it, share it, comment on it, and please subscribe to the channel. If you also hit the bell icon, you'll get notified as soon as a new video drops. Please do this so my new videos show up in your subscriber feed, since they're harder to find now with this new YouTube algorithm. Speaking of videos, while I restructure the channel and website, any video prior to this one, except for the March video, which was for the full moon in Libra at the end of the month. So all videos except that one will be hidden for the time being. My twin flame and I started the Twin Flame RX YouTube channel on 11/11/2016, and most of our videos were created solely with twin flames in mind. At the end of 2018, though, I was guided to separate and let my twin flame go so that I could complete the last bits of my healing alone. This helped me to heal, align with my higher self, then shift my consciousness and vibration to 5D, and I can stay in the 5D consciousness for longer periods of time now, which allows me to be a beacon of light to those struggling on this ascension journey from 3D to the new 5D Earth. So going forward, I will continue the new moon and full moon readings for twin flames each month, plus some other twin flame content. But I'll also, in addition, be uploading readings and teachings that may be of interest to a broader audience of lightworkers, starseeds, indigos, earth angels, elementals, and whoever else is seeking guidance on manifesting abundance and true love with their soul connections. So next is my interpretation of how the current astrological energies are going to impact twin flames in the first half of April. The last reading that I uploaded for twin flames was on the full moon in Libra and was the opening of a gateway that closes around the full moon in Libra again on April 19th. It's pretty rare to have two Libra full moons back to back, so this presents a special opportunity for a huge shift, especially in regard to relationships, since Libra is concerned with balance. Not only that, but Mercury being in Pisces is allowing for recalling, reviewing, keeping the lessons, but releasing all the lingering energies of past relationships. So of past loves and love blocks, as well as releasing that old story that occurred between yourself and your beloved in this lifetime or past lifetimes. Releasing all these energies before April 5th, which is today, the new moon in Aries, before April 7th, really, when the moon becomes visible, will help you to create a new clean slate for the new beginnings that you can manifest with your beloved. Aries is an action-oriented sign, so make sure to choose your twin flame in your union. Make your wish before April 20th, when Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, goes retrograde, because wishes will still come true after that time. But this energy is extra supportive for wishes to come true. Your wishes for yourself and your beloved may just come true because the Venus and Pisces energy also creates the environment for romance and deepening the bonds between soul connections. We have another astrological event, this South Node in Pluto, that's supporting us in leaving behind karmic patterns and partners, as well as the old ways of relating to and interacting with our own twin flames. Supporting our planetary shift from 3D to 5D is the transit of Saturn into Capricorn, which only happens every 500 years and will complete in January of 2020. This is going to possibly result in a huge restructuring of governments and bureaucracies, and could also impact our daily lives and the way we interact with one another. So this is a time where we kind of throw away the rule book and make our own rules, and we should be doing that with our twin flame relationship as well. The new moon in Aries calls us to take independent action, to be courageous, and to do this on very important matters that might be stressful, but that we've been putting off for a long time possibly. Also, it's no secret that dark energies have been trying to throw us off path, and any kind of difficulties or obstacles must be overcome. We just need to make it happen this month. Okay, it's too important a time in our planet's history for us to back down now. We are of the light, and we will fight for the light. I hope you enjoyed this astrology report, which talks about how twin flames are being supported with these planetary energies. Also posted on the discussion board for this channel, and it should come up in your feed if you're a subscriber, the link to a video in which another astrologer or an astrologer in the YouTube community mentioned twin flames and all these wonderful events supporting divine lovers coming together in April. So you may want to check that out. So I hope you enjoyed my interpretation. Before we move on, check the description box for the link to my website, where you can find all the information on how to follow me on social media, where to find me, how to book a reading or a healing session, or even links for connecting directly with me in that moment. So you can check to see if I'm online, and if I am, you can have a chat with me, kind of like a instant messenger type chat. I'm on Instant Go, Bitwine, Kasamba. I have my own website. I'm a reader and a healer, and I'm here to assist you on your ascension journey, also on your path toward divine love. Now it's time to turn our attention to the energy reading with the tarot and oracle cards. So prior to starting this reading, I prayed, I meditated, I drew some cards representing the energies of the divine masculine, which is on the right side, and the divine feminine, which is on the left side of the screen. In the center, I have a message there with the Tony Carmine Salerno Lover's Oracle card. There's also some messages for the end, and the Reiki blessing, Reiki healing, so please wait to the end. So I just want to remind you that you may see my hands doing a little bit different things than what I am saying, but this is because I had to re-record the audio portion of the video. I've been working on this video for a week now, getting the astrology report and things together. So I did not want to re-record. I have two decks. The hearts are the Marcia Perry's Tarot of Love, and the other deck is the Tarot of Sexual Magic by Lo Scarabeo. So I'm shuffling the Tarot of Love by Marcia Perry to get the energy of the past, the present, and the future. So recent, past, present, future for the divine feminine twin and how they feel about their twin and the journey. So we're going to look at that first, and then after that I'm going to shuffle the other deck. So one more shuffle, I believe, and then I'm cutting the deck and pulling out, again, a past, present, and a future energy for the divine feminine twin regarding the journey to, the journey that they're on. Okay, so we have three pretty good cards out there. The Seven of Pentacles for the recent past, the Moon for the present, and the Queen of Blossoms for the future. Now I'm shuffling the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I'm going to get some energies from the various levels of the Divine Feminine. The first card drawn will be the soul, spirit, or higher self energy. The second card drawn will be the heart energy of the divine feminine twin. And the third card will be the representation of the energy of the mind or ego of the divine feminine twin. And lastly, there's going to be a card representing the body or the action space for the divine feminine. So the cards are coming up. Looks like we have a Knight of Wands, a World, I can't really see that card at the moment, but these are the last two cards. I think that's a king. I believe we have a queen and a king up there, but we'll get back to those cards. We're first looking at the recent, past, present, and future energy. I've got a few more oracle cards to share for the divine feminine energy as well. So we're starting off with that Seven of Pentacles, which is a pretty fruitful and divine energy. Pentacles are like money or coins, those golden structures, and they, are important for our sustenance here on Earth. So the divine feminine was pretty grounded, resourceful, keeping busy in the recent past. In the present, we have her or him in the embodiments of this moon energy, which is awesome because we're in a new moon. We're going to be able to manifest. If you notice, the two twins are sitting back to back there, divine feminine and masculine counterparts, but they're covered with a rainbow of energy. So this is the two twins transmuting energies that are in their subconscious or visiting each other in dreams and playing out multidimensional realities, namely the fourth dimension in those dreams. Divine feminines are ruled by the moon cycles, so your menstrual cycle may also link up with the moon cycles as well as your emotions. So the divine feminine is really looking at what's deep inside of him or her, what needs to be healed, and what needs to go, basically. And in doing so, the divine feminine will clear out more negative energy and all those karmic patterns and limiting beliefs, and allow the divine feminine to develop in the future, the next 2 weeks and beyond, into this embodiment of the Queen of Blossoms, which is like the Queen of Cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And that's the embodiment of unconditional love for herself, for her beloved, and for the world. And now we have this Tarot of Sexual Magic card. Looks like the Knight of Wands, who just kind of swept up the feminine twin and took her on a ride. So that's what the soul of the feminine is longing for, and wanting the divine feminine to allow herself in the 3D to be in the yin energy of allowing, receiving, allowing the masculine to sweep her off her feet and not having her do anything. This is her just enjoying the moment, or him enjoying the moment. This is not exclusive to female or male. These are just energies. So here we have the 10, which is the world. I think it's the 10, which is the world, or the wheel. Basically, this to me is basically saying that the divine feminine knows that she is number one in the divine masculine's heart, even if there were other women like karmic partners around, that she's the goddess on the top there, and she's going to win the heart of the masculine. So the divine feminine knows in her heart of hearts that her masculine also has her in his heart, or whatever pronoun you use. This is just to illustrate. Now, the mind space of the divine feminine is pretty interesting here. We see the divine feminine allowing the divine masculine, again, allowing to worship her feet. So this is like a big turnaround, a big turning of the tables, that the divine feminine is in the mindset of wanting to be chased by the masculine and actually allowing the time and space for the masculine to come back and approach in that more pursuing type of energy. And finally, this last card is the body of the divine feminine, and kind of like it's following this last card that the divine feminine is allowing herself again to be playing hide and seek with the divine masculine, and he's enjoying this chase. And that's really what's going to allow the masculine to kind of open up and give his all to the feminine, or give their all, because the feminine is trusting that they know how, they will, they can. It was just bad timing in the past. The masculine wasn't ready. We all know this spiel, but the feminine needs to really get in that yin energy of receiving. Yes, it's okay to be flirtatious if that feels good. Remember that surrender to basically what feels good. If it doesn't feel right or good, that's your gut, your intuition telling you to pull your energy back. So here we have the card I was talking about a little bit in advance, about what our soul, if we're divine feminine, wants us to surrender. Our soul's wanting us to surrender to the wisdom of our body. And basically what that is telling us to do is listen to our body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So this is about choosing people to be in your space and your life that are of the same vibration. So if your masculine counterpart is in the same vibration as you, then you don't need to worry about them leaving. So if you are healed of your abandonment issues, of clinginess, neediness, and all of that, when your masculine twin is trying to pursue you, you're going to allow for that and not try to control the situation, make things happen faster or force things. So instead, you can pull back energetically if you don't feel that something is going the way that, would feel good. If you feel bad, that's a sign that something's not going right. So basically on this journey, you're learning to follow your intuition and allow it to keep you safe. And you're learning to form boundaries between yourself and others that protect you. And so if the divine masculine is still not treating the divine feminine the right way, that's not going to feel good. And that's going to be a reason to pull away. So that is what the higher self or soul is guiding the feminines to do at this time. And then a self-care suggestion for the feminine twin is going to come up. And this self-care card is from Cheryl Richardson's deck. And the card for the divine feminine for the next 2 weeks and suggestion is about releasing. So we probably feel that we've released enough on this journey, that we're always purging, we're always crying about something. But believe me, if you think that you're done healing and crying, you'll be surprised, because things that are supposed to be uplifting may make you cry. Or movies, because we are in a very sensitive time with all this Pisces energy. So there's going to be more releases from the depths of our soul. And also that Pluto energy kind of like causing a revolution of our own perspective and our own mortality. So this says, have a good cry. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. So yeah, during the next 2 weeks, you may need to release a little bit as you move into unconditional love. But the key message for the divine feminine is to really align with that yin energy. So embodying the yin. So basically just focusing on yourself, beautifying yourself and your surroundings, working on your mission, having fun doing whatever it is that you do that makes you happy. Exercise, clear your body, mind, and spirits. When you least expect it, if you're not hearing from your masculine twin, when you least expect it, when you're focused on yourself and when you're in this high vibration of self-love, self-compassion, self-care, when you have strong boundaries, divine feminine, when you don't let anyone, not even your twin, treat you with any disrespect, that is when you will be ready for union, and your twin's higher self is going to sense that and test your boundaries. So you can't let them win. You can't let them, when I say win, I mean let them back in the way you always have in the past if you have. If you're new to this journey, welcome. I don't wish this kind of journey on anyone. It is tough. But if we're going to be going into the new earth, it's something that we really have to master, is this being emotionally detached, unconditionally loving everybody, not just our twin, but also everyone else, even people that hurt us. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording now and move to the masculine. So I'm going to stop the recording and then start it up again. So please bear with me if there's any kind of weird transition. So I'm shuffling the cards for the divine masculine energy now of the past, present, and future using the Marsha Perry Tarot of Love. So this is going to be the disposition, or what the divine masculine twin has been doing in the recent past, the present now, this new moon time, and then the next 2 weeks will be what transpires in the future. So I'm shuffling a few times to make sure that the cards are distributed. I cut and shuffled and pulling 3 cards now. Looks like the Ace of Blossoms, and then we've got an 8 of Pentacles and a 10 of Rods. So this Ace of Blossoms energy for the divine masculine is talking about this new beginning that the divine masculine wants to have in love. So just recently, in the recent past, they've realized that they need to start brand new when it comes to love and do things like different than they did. Especially if they're talking about their divine feminine counterpart, they need to approach the situation in a brand new and entirely different way. So that second card there is the present energy for the divine masculine, and again, it is the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm still talking about that new beginning in the recent past, leading to this energy of the 8 of Nuggets, the 8 of Coins, the 8 of Pentacles, this grounded energy. There's a partnership forming, could be with the twin that, you know, if this is you watching for the masculine, or if you are the masculine twin, that you want to at least, you know, start fresh with the divine feminine in a friendship basis, you know, being civil, being responsive to texts and other contacts and invites. But it looks like the divine masculine wants to actually be pursuing this. So this is where the divine feminine energy needs to come in and allow it and not try to control the situation. Now, if the feminine isn't trying to control the situation, we have this near future energy here of the 10 of Rods, where the masculine twin is going to have this desire to partner up with that feminine twin and to basically be together, you know, to kind of ignite the passions of each twin and to unite or reunite together. So that's a really positive energy that the masculine is wanting to be in partnership with their beloved. We also have those 2 energy cards up there. And now I'm shuffling the Tarot of Sexual Magic here by Lo Scarabeo, and we're going to get the energy of the divine masculine's spirit, or 5D, the soul energy that is driving the divine masculine subconsciously. It's their intuition or higher self. That's the energy there. Then we have an energy of their heart space or their feelings for the feminine twin. And we'll go on, but I guess I'm explaining this card. It looks like it's the Star, and basically this is all about illumination. So the divine masculine knows that the feminine, if you're watching for the masculine knows that you're their beloved, you are their goal. So their desire, their strong soul urge, and the magnetism is there. They feel the connection and they're drawn to their beloved. So the heart space of the divine masculine is a little bit more tricky. We have that black cat there, so they're wondering, are these signs and synchronicities and all of this, these feelings of having a heart attack and anxiety? Is this because this is forbidden? Is this not meant to be? They're a little cautious. They're approaching from behind rather than looking in the face, so this shows that they're a little guarded still. So the masculine are a little cautious and afraid to open their heart, but they want to try, so they're going to make an approach. Their energy is still a little timid and guarded, though, when it comes to the heart. When it comes to the mind space, the masculine twin is wanting to penetrate the body, mind, every aspect of the feminine. So we see this, there's penetration there, but the masculine is not looking in the face or the eyes of the feminine. So it's like they cannot face the feminine at this time, but they desire the feminine so much. The body or the action space card is coming up next. But I'm pointing out there about the fact that the masculine is not looking in the eye of the feminine, okay? But the soul energy for the masculine is driving the masculine to reconnect with the feminine or to connect in a deeper way. So we're looking at what actually is to come, and it looks like what is to come here is an energy where the masculine twin wants to basically take care of the feminine, and it looks like, you know, again, he's kind of looking more at her face, kind of like getting closer, more intimate. So approaching the feminine in a more loving, caring way than previously, instead of like, you know, coming into the picture and just leaving after they get what they want. It actually is appearing that the energy is driving the masculine to actually want to meet the needs of the feminine this time around. So they're going to approach him or her differently than they did in the past. They're going to approach in a more positive, encouraging, courageous way. They want to lead. That's the yang energy that they're embodying. The feminine should adopt the yin energy, because the yin yang is that complete balance, the two counterparts coming together and being the complement of each other. Here's the divine masculine soul energy urging the masculine to surrender to passion. And the card reads, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So the masculine in that first card has that desire for the feminine. There's that passion there. So instead of thinking about it and, you know, not allowing it to happen because of the negative blocks or limiting beliefs in the subconscious mind of the masculine, they weren't able to move forward before, but now they're going to try to move forward by surrendering to their passion and their desire for the feminine. But the desire is to connect on all levels, okay? So not just on a physical level anymore. You see in that action card there that the masculine is starting to want to look in the face of the feminine and see what he or she needs instead of focusing on themselves. In order to make this happen, the masculine is going to embody courage, and that's the self-care card and suggestion for the next 2 weeks. So masculines out there, don't be afraid to step out and take the leap. The back of the card says, take the leap. Your courage will see you through. So even though the masculine know that they have disappointed the feminine, they need to step out in faith and be courageous, not be afraid of rejection, because the feminine twin is now in the right energy, in that yin energy. And the masculine is embodying this yang energy, this courage, this will and determination to move forward toward the feminine and to reconnect in a different way, in a deeper way. This is all being divinely guided with this Aries energy, as well as like the other energies I mentioned in that astrological report. All of that is really playing a role in moving forward this twin flame union. Okay, so that is some very positive energy there, showing that the masculine wants to open their heart, wants to get rid of those limiting beliefs that are holding them back and blocking them from acting. Also is embodying this action-oriented energy and this courage, surrendering to passion, and trying to, make it happen with their beloved. So now we're going to look at the last 3 cards, and remember to wait till the end to receive the Reiki healing. This middle card is the Lover's Oracle, a message from your beloved's higher self to you, and this is a deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. The message is: emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So yes, letting go of any bitterness, frustration, resentment, any residual negative feelings is really going to help to clear up any kind of confusion or discordant energy between yourself and your beloved. And this is going to allow for the energy to be more clear with no blocks. When you release this resentment, it's going to free the slate, clear the slate. Basically, it's what's left over after you decide to move on and forgive your twin internally and forgive yourself for participating in possibly another karmic toxic cycle. Okay, so when you let go of the resentment, then you realize that there was a true lesson in this whole journey so far, even though it was painful. You had to learn these important lessons so that you can shift your consciousness, to a higher vibration, higher dimension, so that you can be a way shower for other people who are unconscious right now as we make this big planetary. So now we are going to end the reading with the 2 archetypes. We have a Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild card for the Divine Feminine archetype, and the Divine Masculine archetype there with the Archangel Michael. So Kuan Yin's message for twins right now is about the bamboo moon. It says, "Do you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is actually in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now." So yes, that is what we need to do. If we can embody the energy of timelessness and knowing that our connection with our beloved is timeless, that it's present in all spaces, dimensions, realities, frequencies, and it's just on this physical plane that we're having problems with, getting it to align because of our 3D desires and our 3D mindsets. But we're overcoming that and moving on to the Archangel Michael message. Archangel Michael is the protector of twin flames and all light workers. He wants us to know that positive thoughts create positive results. And the prayer is: "Divine love and wisdom, we call upon you now. We know that our minds and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. We ask our higher selves to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation." And so with that, I am sending you some Reiki healing. Again, this Reiki healing is going to help align yourself and your beloved into the correct and perfect harmonic frequency and alignment for your twin flame union at this time. Again, you are being supported by all the cosmic energies of this gateway between the 2 Libra full moons, starting at the end of March all the way to the end of April. So this Reiki healing is going to help the 2 of you, yourself and your beloved, release anything else that is coming between you and no longer serving you, as well as bringing in these new energies and allowing those energies to take root, to integrate, to ground into your 3D surroundings and bringing you both together in that perfect, divine, blissful, physical, harmonious 3D union that you've been aspiring to all along this twin flame journey. So, thank you again for joining me for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a happy new moon, and remember, like attracts like, so stay positive and manifest union. Choose union and manifest that. Sending you light and love. Gratitude.